Get your pens out, get ready, get poised to dial a number I'm going to give you in a moment or two, because we can put some money in your TAB account if you haven't got one. We'll get you one going tonight. Albion Park right on start time for the next, which is the race 4. And the favourite here at $4.50 and $1.70 is number 11, that's Management. And the horse tipped on top by Rob Auber.
The light is on. Racing now, and Mastercraft from out wide came away only steadily. Nearer the inside, it's a good battle for the early lead. Franco Master, I reckon, is going to win it, though. He's crossing to the rail in advance of Armsy and Prince and Low Range. Charles Vance caught a touch wide on the first corner. Royal Chance well away from the second line. Well, Master Craftsman, he's 4 wide in the early part. Injector is 3 wide. Abel Ambrose racing 1 off the rail, and on the fence was Harlem Vic. Then came Management. Rainbow Treasure second last, and Sir Troy was out to last. Running down the back straight, well, Peter Gregg found the lead on Franco Master, but now he surrenders, and Armsy and Prince takes over at the mile, with Charles Vance racing second on his outside. Franco Master now settling third on the leader's back, and Royal Chance 1 by 1. Injector is posted 3 wide in midfield. Abel Ambrose between runners, and Low Range tucked away midfield on the inside. The favourite Master Craftsman is not having much luck. He's caught 3 wide, but at least he's got a trail on the back of Injector. Sir Troy from the tail now pulls out 3 wide, latching onto the back of Master Craftsman. Third last on the rail, Harlem Vic. Management second last, and Rainbow Treasure pulling hard at the tail of the field, and about 8 lengths off the speed. Rounding the 1200 metre corner, and the lead time was paced in 35.4, and the first quarter of the last mile in a fairly leisurely 32.7. And now Injector is up alongside Armsy and Prince, testing that front runner. Master Craftsman will have to race 3 wide for the last 1,000 metres or so. He's doing it the hard way, the favourite. Racing fourth on the leader's back, Franco Master. Charles Vance gets cover fifth, 1 by 1. Sir Troy has a trail on the back of Master Craftsman. Then came Low Range racing midfield inside of its stablemate Royal Chance, followed by Abel Ambrose. Harlem Vic back on the inside, and together at the tail were Management and Rainbow Treasure. Running to the back straight, 700 metres left to pace. They left the next quarter behind them in 30.6, the half in 63.3, and Armsy and Prince was tested there by Injector, who drew ahead clear. Master Craftsman is still there 3 wide. Franco Master and Charles Vance, they both need outs, followed by Sir Troy. Tracking Master Craftsman everywhere he goes, then Harlem Vic, followed by Low Range, easing 1 off the rail. Royal Chance coming wide, then Rainbow Treasure, Abel Ambrose, and Management was last. 300 metres left to go, 29.3 along the back straight. Injector and neck clear of Armsy and Prince trying to fight on. Franco Master might be a hope if he can work into the clear. I think Master Craftsman's run his race, and then came Sir Troy, Harlem Vic, Low Range, Royal Chance, and Management right to the outside. Plenty with a hope. Injector got the better of Armsy and Prince. Franco Master in the centre, and here are the sweepers out wide. Sir Troy and Low Range and Rainbow Treasure through on the inside as they drive to the line. Low Range finished best to beat Sir Troy and Franco Master. Along the inside was Rainbow Treasure close up, and then Harlem Vic and Abel Ambrose. The backmarkers finished best over the last quarter. A gap in the field to Master Craftsman, Armsy and Prince, Injector, Royal Chance. Management pulled up quickly, and Charles Vance one of the last in.
Low Range found top gear to win from 13, Sir Troy, and 4, I think you'll find Franco Master has got third. 1-13-4 numbers as we have a look at the slow-mo again. Horses down the outside. Bit of a swoopers night interstate tonight. Down the extreme outside, you can see this fellow, Low Range, getting up with Grant Dixon in the cart to win a race 4 at Brisbane.
A better track you won't get for the Swoopers, Albion Park. The superb 1,000-metre track up there. It's a real showplace for harness racing.
All right, thanks, Adam. Let's have a look at Adelaide race 5. Important driver change in the next at Moonee Valley, which we have given you, but we will also reiterate to you in a second. 2:21.20 with 4 minutes of betting time left here for number 7. That's Apollo King, on top by Rob Auber. Could make it 4 in a row tonight. To win from number 3 at $3.10 and $1.30, that's Major Hit. He's thrown 8 in Idle Statement for third at $13.10 and $2.10. So Robbie's numbers 7, 3 and 8. You can see them on screen for the next at Adelaide, first leg of the Daily Double. The next here at Moonee Valley is the Pacific Orchard Pace, and on top here we will find the favourite at $4.30 and $1.60, Dancing Magic, and the driver change, Adam, is G. Turner, replaced by?
Chris Elford. Gordon Turner, the trainer of Dancing Magic, was suspended yesterday at yesterday's meeting, and Chris Elford takes the drive here. So obviously most punters are aware of it. He's come up the favourite at $4.30. He was quoted around 6-1 in some pre-post markets, but Dancing Magic a little bit better than 3-1 on TAB figures. Others in contention, number 3, Robway Bay. He was a short price favourite in most pre-post markets, Robway Bay. An impressive winner, albeit only by a small margin, at his first Moonee Valley, at his second Moonee Valley run, I should say, here a couple of weeks ago.
All right, the account I want you to ring, if you haven't a TAB phone account at this present point of time, 986 826 88. 986 826 88. If you haven't a TAB phone account at this present point of time, give that number a ring. We can get you one tonight. Hopefully we'll get $10 into it as a gift from Tabcorp and Harness Racing Victoria before the last. Only 10 accounts, be quick. Well, Teddy Demler took a tumble, well, almost seems like yesterday, but it's probably a little bit longer than that. It's about 10 or 12 days back. And Teddy, if you're sitting at home having a look at us tonight, get well soon, old son, because I know you took a little bit of a buffeting. But one man that sits in the spider where Teddy normally does and does quite a good job is out the back, talking with Neil Donnelly. Here's Ron Hall.
Yes, one of the major contenders in the next Rob is Diva and Ronnie Hall, driver. Ronnie, no luck last week?
No, Neil. She was travelling very well getting to the turn, and the leader galloped, and we copped the backwash.
Speaking of backwash, the boss, Teddy, copped a bit of backwash about 3 weeks ago in a race at Warragul, and he was badly banged up. I'm glad to hear he's back home.
Yes, he was at the stables this morning. He's pretty sore, but he's on the mend.
And 8 broken ribs and a punctured lung and a few other things.
Yeah, 8 broken ribs and a punctured lung, yes.
All right, any idea how long he'll be? Is he showing any signs of getting anxious to get back in the sulky?
He's up and walking around, so that's a start, and he's down the stable, so he'll be on the mend and on the way.
All right, so you're looking after the ship at the moment?
Yes.
All right, I better not hold you up here. They're about to go out in the track. Good luck here, and give our best to Teddy.
Thanks, Neil. Top.
Ronnie Hall there joining us, and he's driving Diva in the next. Looks one of the major chances here.
Certainly does, Neil. Diva, number 10, driven by Ron Hall tonight. And Dancing Magic has opened up the tote favourite, Adam, at $4.30 and $1.60.
Yes, and others in contention. We mentioned Robway Bay, who I'm sure will be a lot shorter than that with bookmakers. We'll endeavour to tell you the ones that are representing value as we get closer to a start. Number 5, Grenodorite. I thought this fellow turned in quite a game run here when he had to work overtime to get to the front last week, and then was attacked a couple of times during the running, and he only got tired in the final stages, Grenodorite. I thought he had tremendous chances. We can see the runners going out onto the track for this race here, and Graham Morgan right up the top of your screen there taking out Taree Victory, who is number 6, and he's not without some sort of chance in the race, Taree Victory. He's back into something more of a suitable race. A pretty good third behind Laura's Revenge here last week, and that form's held up well. I really liked the run of Laura's Revenge earlier in the night. Number 7, Stortford Flyer, a tricky draw and probably place claims preferred from out in gate 7. Of course, number 8, Gillies Gold, is scratched. 9, Deliberator, looks safely held in this company from an awkward draw. Number 10, Diva, well, you heard Ron Hall there. We'll certainly need some luck from the back row draw, but a lot of quality about this mare, and if the brakes go her way, she'll be running home very strongly. Number 11, Jemima Expo. Brilliant manners from the stand start last time to beat a very classy field of mares, including Diva. She really gave nothing else a chance here, Jemima Expo, and she'd have to be considered at least a place chance despite an obvious rise in class. And number 12, Victory Durandary, one of the outsiders, and it's hard to see him winning. But putting the selections in order, I went 5, Grenodorite on top. We can see some support now. $8.60 into $7.70. Robway Bay, I'm sure that'll tumble right in. That's well and truly over the odds. $5.80 into $5.50. Dancing Magic Open, $4.20. Is steady out just a little bit to $4.40 now, but no other startling movers there, but I'm sure we can expect some rather more dramatic changes in the next 5 or 6 minutes of betting, Rob.
All right, fluctuations. Race 6, 10 minutes away, the Pacific Orchard Pace, and then that's, of course, the lead up to the other big feature here at Moonee Valley tonight, the Coca-Cola Amateur Classic. Time to get away at 10 o'clock. All right, Adelaide, we're just awaiting that next race to come to hand. First leg of the daily double over there. C5 and C6 class horses. Right on start time, and the favourite at $2.10 and $1.50. Here is number 7. That's Apollo King. Lance Justice's drive is the favourite there, number 7. Yes, it is too. Apollo King, Lance Justice, $2.10 and $1.50. Might just give us a quick chance to have a look at Tats Lotto. Get your pens ready. Here's the numbers for now. There's a couple of changes in Tats Lotto of late. You only get Division 1, but you get 2 chances. If you've noticed that it's cost you a little bit more with the Tats Lotto of late, especially this week, these are the numbers you need. You're getting a double chance, though, for your money. 19, 25, 31, 14, 35, 22, and the supplementaries you need are 43 and 26. Now, your second chance, or the second draw, which is Division 1 only, no supplementary numbers. These are the 6 numbers you need. 22, 38, 4, 6, 15, 17. I hope I've explained that properly to you, but I think that's what I was told by my Tats Lotto agent on the way down today.
Hold all tickets.
The Super 66 numbers, you need 072 413. 072 413. And the draw number you need to look for is number 1, 4, 9 and 7. Adelaide, up behind the gate. First leg of the Daily Double. This is race 5, 210, 140. The favourite here, number 7, Apollo King.
Ben Shane skipping, Idle Statement swinging around Ben Shane, but now Ben Shane settles, so I think they're going to be right. Richard Wainwright broke at the start, is out the back. He didn't take long to settle either. And away they go, and showing good speed over on the inside, Quigley. Major Hit wants the front, and Bin Shane straight to the rail in the early stages. Awarua Queen in the breeze, and then came Idle Statement. Apollo King off the rail, and Paul's Pride charging around them early. Then Richard Wainwright, and last of all Tickles. The lead time in a 12.9 as they head down the back. And Major Hit now slides to the lead. Quigley racing second. And here's one off around them out 3 deep. It's Paul's Pride now, motoring forward very, very rapidly. So Paul's Pride will be in the breeze, although now Idle Statement taking off around them as well. So there's a real shuffle up here. Awarua Queen's landed nice and handy, and then Bin Shane. Apollo King back third last will be suited with a fair bit of speed on early, and then Richard Wainwright, and last of all Tickles. Off the back, and the leader is Major Hit. In the breeze now is Idle Statement, and Paul's Pride finished up 1 by 1. Quigley the rail. Apollo King is now taking off. They were followed then 3 back on the inside by Bin Shane. Awarua Queen in the middle. Richard Wainwright second last, and last of all Tickles. First quarter in 31, and Apollo King's come from virtually second last and raced up and joined Major Hit. 1 lap out. Major Hit the inside. Apollo King the outside. Quigley third the rail, and 1 by 1 now Idle Statement, but worked early. Paul's Pride behind him. Bin Shane on the rail, and they were followed by Awarua Queen. Richard Wainwright on the inside, and 3 metres away about to ease out. Last of all Tickles. 6.50 out. The leader Major Hit. Apollo King joins in very strongly on the outside. 5 metres away then Idle Statement, Quigley. Paul's Pride midfield the outside, followed by Bin Shane. Awarua Queen. Tickles is now coming out 4 deep and sticking to the inside. Richard Wainwright 400 out. Apollo King just in front. Major Hit fighting back. They're about 12 metres in front of the others. Apollo King though gets 3 metres in front. Major Hit second. Running on then out of the pack would be Paul's Pride, and they were followed then by Bin Shane. Awarua Queen, Idle Statement struggling, but on the turn, Apollo King dashed to the lead, led by 4 metres. Major Hit. Paul's Pride is thundering home down the outside. Apollo King nicely clear. Paul's Pride gets to second, and then Major Hit and late Tickles, but Apollo King 4 in SA for 4 wins. Too good again. Paul's Pride second, close for third. I think Major Hit just hung on. Tickles motored home, and then came Bin Shane, Richard Wainwright. Further back, Idle Statement, Awarua Queen. One of the last in was Quigley.
A night at the Trots is a great night for a group function or fundraiser. Social clubs, sporting clubs, a family get-together, or even an intimate dinner for a small group. In fact, for groups from 2 to 800, it's great value. There's a wide range of packages, from exclusive dining boxes to lavish smorgasbords. Call Pat on 9370 4000 for all the details.
Harness racing, now that is big.
I'm taking the Jefferson Ford lie detector test again. Jefferson Ford's used cars are absolutely A1 condition. A2, A3. And we have an offer that will never be repeated. It will not happen again for a long time. It happens all the time. And that offer is $5,000 minimum trade-in. See, it's true. Would I ever lie to you?
$5,000 minimum trade-in only from Jefferson Ford, the greatest car dealer in the free world.
Jefferson, Jefferson, Jefferson Ford.
The Harness Card. At last, a card to reward harness fans. For just $60, you'll go harness racing across Victoria to 385 meetings, including all Moonee Valley harness meetings. That's right, no admission price. And harness card holders will also receive attractive rewards throughout the season. To purchase your card, contact Harness Racing Victoria on 9375 4255 or obtain your card at any harness racing club. The Harness Card. It's the card that will harness the future.
From the Channel 31 Community Notice Board, World AIDS Day is on December the 1st. AIDS Awareness Week commences on Monday the 27th of November. The activities are all organised by the Victorian AIDS Council, and for more information call 9865 6700. That number again, 9865 6700.
Welcome back, Moonee Valley. The interim dividends for Globe Derby for race 5, first leg of the daily double up there. The winner, number 7, $2 even for Apollo King, and as I said earlier on, could make it 4 in a row tonight and has done just that. $1.30 for the place, $1.60 for number 10, that's Paul's Pride, and $1.70 for number 3, Major Hit. The numbers 7, 10 and 3, I'll be all but getting another winner over there at Globe Derby tonight. The next here is at Moonee Valley. On screen you can see there Dancing Magic, Chris Alford taking the change of drive. Pretty fine little horse it is too, Dancing Magic.
Forget all about his run here
I was just
last
going to say,
week.
you've got a reason to forget that the run last start, Adam.
Yeah, certainly. He was trapped out deep in the early stages, and that was a race where I said Grenada Ride had to work very hard to lead. Dancing Magic was covering a lot of ground in the early stages when they were running those blistering times, and he had to get tired towards the end, which he did. But still, he did finish 6th in the race, and there were some pretty tired horses behind him on that occasion. Tonight, the big key to him is going to be, there we see that Gordon Turner's down as the driver on number 1. Chris Alford is definitely driving Dancing Magic. He's opened a favourite with bookmakers at quite a short quote. But we can see the money now has come on the TAB for number 3, Robway Bay, who I did say opened around the $5.50 mark, is now into $3.70, and did a good job here to win in the first race a couple of weeks ago. Trained by Kevin Chisholm to be driven by Alison Smith. Of course, Alison is the trainer and driver of our latest Grand Circuit star, Sunshine Band. So mixing in very good company, Robway Bay. But I put the selections in 5, Grenada Ride. I thought he was great to each way value to beat number 3, Robway Bay. But now I'm really warming to Dancing Magic, and certainly bookmakers have as well, because he is a lot shorter than his TAB price with bookmakers. And my only concern is whether he can hold the lead from barrier 1. That's going to be all important. If not, he'll be trapped in, and he could be in a bit of trouble. But if he holds the front from the pole, I'm sure he can go round and around about the 2-minute mark, and it'll be very hard to run down.
No other real market moves, Adam. Bookmakers just having a look at a line through their prices. Jemima Expo is virtually the same on the total as what bookmakers are offering you. And some of the crowd just starting to come out and have a little bit of a glance at one of the races here at Moonee Valley. In fact, we are tucked away in there somewhere, I can tell you. We're a little bit of a change of venue tonight. As I said earlier on, Adam, I have never ever done a show from the ladies' powder room, but we have tonight. And we'll be here tomorrow. Of course, Ross Stevenson joins me here from Moonee Valley tomorrow. As I said, racing here from the Valley. Dan Malecki will be down at Geelong, and Robbie Orber will be up there at Mildura. Favourites each of 2 here for Dancing Magic and Robway Bay, $3.90 each of 2, $1.80 and $1.70 respectively the pace. Okay, this is the Pacific Orchard Pace, and it is the 3rd leg of the quaddie, the 4th leg, the big one of the night coming up next. Here's Brian.
Line pretty good now. The 2 in the market are Dancing Magic, Robway Bay, both, pardon me, $3.70 a piece on the tote. As they come up for this race number 6, Dancing Magic, Robway Bay, the 2 in the market, and they come up pretty well. Almost set for a start. Race 6 at Moonee Valley about to get underway. They're all set. Green light sign racing, Dancing Magic on the inside, goes away nicely for the moment, keeps out Robway Bay, and wider out now also going forward is Grenada Ride, and making a line of 4 is Tari Victory, but Dancing Magic will go through and keep them all out. Settling down 5th, turning out of the straight is Deliberator, then Brett's Bunny, followed by Qatari Connection a little bit wide, Diva in the centre, Jemima Expo making ground the fence, 8 metres away, second last Stortford Flyer, and some 8 metres away Victory Durandary. Along the back nearing the 1500, the lead time in a 23. 3.4. Dancing Magic, the leader. From on the outside, Tari Victory, working up within ahead of the leader. Grenada right now in the running line, and back on the inside is Deliberator. Then Rodway Bay, settling down 6th and 3 back on the outside of Jemima Expo. 5 metres away, Brett's Bunny. On its inside is Stortford Flyer. Diva third last. Back to the inside, second last is Victory Durandary. And 5 metres away, Qatari Connection. Rodway Bay now pulls out at the 1250 metre corner, a long way out, is pulling awfully hard too. Being trailed up in turn by Brett's Bunny, and in turn now Diva makes its move. So the runs are coming now, entering the straight with a round to go. Quarter in a 31.4. Tari Victory on the outside, making this leader work. Dancing Magic putting pressure, and they're almost matching strides now with a round to go. Rodway Bay on the outside, travelled up into third placing. Then Grenada right in the centre. Back on the inside, Deliberator. Brett's Bunny out 3 wide, trailing Rodway Bay, followed by Victory Durandary, Jemima Expo. Diva 3 wide, trailing Brett's Bunny. And the last 2 are Stortford Flyer. On the inside off Qatari Connection. They are tightly packed at the 600. Second quarter in a 31.8. Dancing Magic under your neck in front of Tari Victory. In the centre, Grenada right now gets out in plenty of time. He travelled up into third placing, 3 wide. Rodway Bay's gone. Victory Durandary getting a great run for the field, followed by Deliberator. Then Brett's Bunny, followed by Jemima Expo, Qatari Connection. Diva held up second last, and back on the inside is Stortford Flyer on the home turn of the 250. Third quarter 29.1. Dancing Magic a metre in front. Tari Victory's under pressure. So too is Grenada right. Victory Durandary needing a run. Diva pulls to the extreme outside from well back, but Dancing Magic at the 120. Kick now 2 metres in front of Tari Victory, coming again with Grenada right on the outside. Grenada right got to them. Dancing Magic, Tari Victory can't go on, but Grenada right is too good. It's coming away. Grenada right wins by 2.5 metres to Tari Victory. Brett's Bunny third, then Victory Durandary. Dancing Magic knocked up from Deliberator, then Qatari Connection, Diva, Stortford Flyer, Jemima Expo, and back at the tail is Rodway Bay.
Grenada right having a last crack at them. Here's the leader, Dancing Magic. Chrissy Alva just looking a little bit busy. Tari Victory on the outside. Graham Morgan.
He worried him for the whole race, really, didn't he?
Worried him out of it virtually.
Yeah, kept him pretty honest. They've gone very quick times. I still thought he was going to win at the top of the straight, Chris. I mean, he was under some pressure here, the leader. But, Grenada right out 3 wide there, looked to be driven along and really not doing enough at this stage. I think it was a case of Dancing Magic getting tired rather than... Grenada right went to the line very strongly, but Dancing Magic right here, when Chris was asking him to go, he was throwing his head around.
Sure. And he's only a pony, though, Adam. Have a look at the size of him compared to the other horses. I know it depends what sort of a motor they've got or a ticker they've got, but he's just absolutely swamped on the line, but was virtually softened up, probably, is the best way to describe it.
Certainly. We can see they've run down the back straight in 29.1 and home in 29.3. I'm sure Chris would have liked it a little bit more comfortably down that back straight there. Well, I said he'd be able to go 2 minutes and win. He hasn't quite been able to do that. They went 2 minutes 0.3, and he did get tired over the last 100 metres, Dancing Magic. But as I said, Grenada right, just you had to forget all about the run here last week. Had to do far too much work getting to the front, and then was tackled a couple of times during the run. And it was a run full of merit, I thought, last week, and the form has certainly held up very strongly through the race.
This is a tough win, though, by Grenada right at the same time, Adam. I mean, he's been 3 wide for a good while, and under the stick well and truly there by Brett Edwards, and just still kept whacking away. He
was involved in the early duel for the lead. He tested out Chris to see whether he wanted to hold the front on Dancing Magic. And but still, he's been able to finish better than anything in the straight, and a top effort also from Tari Victory, who looked well held by Dancing Magic coming around the home turn, but has just kept finding something, Tari Victory.
Good
and Graham Morgan, his team are absolutely flying at the moment, Rob.
Good form just over the border. Grenada right now finally at Moonee Valley after that run behind Laura's Revenge has saluted. 872.60 for the winner, number 5, Grenada right. Second, number 6, that's Tari Victory, $6.10 and 2, $3 even. That's Brett's Bunny. 5, 6 and 2 numbers at Moonee Valley for race 6, third leg of the quad extra. The Quinella you need, $151.50. The Exacta, $142.90, and Trifecta, $1,962.70 for 5, 6 and 2. The running double 1 and 5, $23.20. Just a reminder to you too, for those people that have been phoning in, no more phone calls. That is full. Thank you very much. So for those 10 lucky people, congratulations to you. And no doubt you know what's being required at this present point of time. As I said, with a little bit of luck, you might have some money in that new phone account of yours to bet with either later tonight or tomorrow. Okay, winner coming back to scale. While he is doing just that, quickly we might have a look at Brisbane update for the next, which is due at 9:40. 4 minutes to go. $3.150 here for number 6. That's Speedy Lord. On top here, Rob Orr has selected number 8. That's Jeremy Lee. He's come up at $4.70 and $1.70 to win from 6, and he's thrown the 7 in Judy's chance for third at $7.70 and $2.20. 867 the numbers for Rob Orr, but first leg of the Daily Double at Brisbane. Winner back to scale here at Moonee Valley. And the winner, of course, number 5, Granada Right. He's an 8-year-old, and here's Brett Edwards talking down there with Dan Malecki.
Brett, congratulations. A double. Wow. What sort of chance did you think that at the start of the night?
Oh, I didn't think I had much of a chance at all, actually. I thought the first horse would go nice, but this one needed a bit of luck, and luck came his way, you know. It was really good, yeah.
Well, they run 2 minutes, beat, and he did a bit of work in the run.
Yeah, he's more, he's a real staying sort of horse. He's got to be out and doing a bit of work. He's not so much a sit sprint horse. If he's out doing a bit of work, yeah, he can sort of come home with it, yeah.
And have you driven this horse before?
First time, yeah. The trainer drove him last week, Ray Walker, and he sort of left it with us, and he asked me to drive it for him this week, yeah, so no, it's good.
So who do you mainly sort of work for or get your drives from?
I work for Bill Lasser, and I've been with him for the last 6 years, and I sort of drive for anybody I can, and mostly Bill, yeah, we've got a stable of horses, yeah.
How many drives do you have tonight?
Just the 2. Yeah, just the 2.
Not a bad record, is it?
No, not bad at all.
Yeah, I bet you are. Well done, mate. Congratulations. That's a tremendous effort. Not many drivers get the opportunity of that occurring in their career. Brett's obviously first double here too, but 2 drives, 2 wins, both at a bit of value too. Brett Edwards, a face we haven't seen before, but on the strength of that performance, we might hear or at least see a little bit of in the near future.
Yeah, very much so, Danny. Yeah, tough grinding win too by Granada Right, and a good result for those that were tempted perhaps to take the good odds.
Yeah, well and truly over his odds, no doubt about that, Granada Right.
Okay, the big one's next. I know Bill Hutchinson's coming in to have a chat about the next 3, but I'd like to get your thoughts.
My thoughts are sit back and enjoy a great race, and if you've got to have a bet, then stick with whoever may be your favourite horse. No, look, I'll stick my neck out and say I'm pretty keen on Adair in this race here. We can see the opening pools come up, and the favourite is, well, a major surprise in my book. Number 4, Buffalo Bill, most expected. He'll either lead or be right up there in the firing line, and that probably explains why he is the opening tote favourite. But let's have a look at some of the chances and what they're paying. Those in contention, number 3, Easy Dollars. You can see $8.60, 4, Buffalo Bill at $4.80 and favourite. 5, Ricky Dean, the Tasmanian. Forget he went around in that Hobart race, the Tasmanian Championship last Friday night. I was down there and he was knocked rotten. He lost all chance with some interference with about a lap to go there. Ricky Dean, we've seen him win many races here. He's right in contention at $7.40. Number 6, the horse I've put on top, Adair, $5.60 and $1.60 the place. He's really turned the corner since he had a wind operation, this horse. And
she was impressive at Geelong, wasn't
he? Oh, he absolutely bolted into Geelong. Ran home in 57.7 for his last 800 metres. That's as quick a last half as I have seen run at Geelong. And he's really got this horse firing David Murphy and his father Don. He's a real credit to them, as is the stablemate, of course, Galway. They've now got 2 major players in the big races. Adair, there we can see $5.60, $1.60 the place. Barrel Boy and Twilight Warrior, number 7 and 8 respectively, are outsiders. Number 9, Newsbreaker, a tremendous chance, but he will need some luck from inside the back row. I've been saying all night that the Graham Morgan team is really firing at the moment, so make sure you include this fellow in your multiples, and certainly at the $7.40 you could have something on him straight out. Number 10, Jack Morris. Well, as I said, I spoke to Andrew Peace. He's expecting a good run. Just how good, he's preferring to wait until after the race before he talks about anything like the Trua Memorial, which is run at Bankstown in 2 weeks from tonight. And number 11, Aneden Supreme, you can probably tell us more about, but I did spot him on the replays going to the line under a couple of holes at his last appearance when nothing went his way in the home straight, Rob.
Again, though, you need a lot of luck from the back row. As the boys said a little bit earlier on tonight, it's got to go all your way. And when you've got horses of the calibre of Adair and Newsbreaker, Buffalo Bill, I rate Buffalo Bill a real chance in this, just quietly. It doesn't surprise me to see him come up as short as he has done, but that'll sort itself out in the next 5 or 10 minutes anyhow, that tote. And Night Rainbow, you still can't discount either.
You certainly can't. He went up to Newcastle for the Invitational Sprint last Saturday night, and went to the line under a double hold in behind the winner Saberlize and the stablemate Wiana Warrior, who finished second. Forget he went around there. I think his last 2 runs have been a major improvement, but still he'd have to take that next step to get back to his top form to be a real chance in this. You'll be shooting for your own little piece of history. Imagine winning three of these in a row.
Gee, it's a buzz to win 1, but it was good enough to win 2. But as I said, if you can win 3, yeah, it would be something sensational. But as I keep saying a lot of times to a lot of people, I think we might have had our luck, and now it might be somebody else's turn tonight. But you're in there with a chance, and if luck does go our way, put it this way, when you're running around for that sort of prize money, you don't have to have much on, do you?
No, exactly.
OK, here we are behind the gates for the next Adam. Now, this should be Brisbane, who are just about 60 seconds or 2 minutes late. It is to Albion Park. 2:10, 1:30 for the favourite. Here, number 8 in Jeremy Lee.
Chance $9.90 and $1.90.